It was bound to happen. Audi Sorlie is visiting me. The CDI, it had to come out. And here it is. We're here together playing more CDI, and this time it's a surprise.
There's always a backside to being here. A backside so foul Satan wouldn't even spank it.
Well, unfortunately. So we're playing a game called Pyramid Adventures, and we're doing it by way of...
Hold on, John. It is Pyramid Adventures, Episode 1, Treasures of the Lost Pyramid.
Oh, sorry about that. So this is actually one of the rarest games for the CDI.
Well, I questioned that. Someone actually alerted us to this and said it was the rarest, but I actually own the other rare games, and yeah, let's see here.
It's summer vacation for young dash.
Oh, this is off to a great start. So this is the first time we've played this, by the way. We don't know.
We haven't looked at it. We never booted it up.
So this is unknown, but I guess we'll also talk about this, but I'm running this for the first time through the RetroTink 2X SCART.
Talk about contrast in quality.
Yeah, so Mike Chi sent over a couple of RetroTink devices to check out, and I thought, what better way to break them in than with the CDI? We're challenging it too, because this is a PAL CDI, so it's outputting RGB at 50 hertz.
So on the disc, I noticed before we put this in that it said it was supported by the National Cancer Foundation or Association, one of them.
So I was expecting animation, but there's none.
Wow. Well, I think this...
here we go.
Well, here we go.
So this was animated, I think, by the same studio that did the Zelda games.
Animation magic.
Oh, yes.
I think we can
Here
tell.
we go.
Oh, no. Look at...
Well, I'll be a Sphinx's whisker. I am Tofu, god of wisdom.
That thing is horrible.
And you, Professor Pitt, and your nephew, Dash Daniels, are trapped in the lost pyramid.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Look at the dude. He put his hands in the pocket.
Let's just get this straight. You're the one that purchased this game. And not only did you purchase it, you shipped it to the house of Richard Ledbetter.
Yes, he hasn't spoken to me since. This is now like 5 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, he opened his mail one day, and this was in there.
I mean, technically, I guess it is a lost treasure.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something uncomfortable with this hybrid of a seagull and old man.
Yes, well, he said cool.
Certainly help destroy.
Oh, man. I'm always fascinated, though, like, to see, like, I don't get this.
I'm always amazed that someone manages to make an unlikable hero even more unlikable than Demo.
Yeah. Now, I don't think this is a digital video card game, right?
No, it is.
It is?
It says on the disc.
So, for those that aren't familiar, the CDI has an add-in board, the digital video card, the DVC.
Right.
It was a big deal in the world of CDI because it not only added support for higher quality full screen, well, not in this case, but,
Yes.
higher quality MPEG-1 video playback, as well as some extra memory, I think, to help with certain other functions.
I always found it strange that they didn't use that card to push the video game angle a little bit more, but I guess there's just no way, because basically the CDI has to render all the games straight up in software, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, effectively, this is still a mysterious system in terms of how it functions.
Right.
It's amazing that anything worked at all.
Well, that's debatable, even in the case of this.
Okay, so...
All right,
You're
we're looking at a side-scrolling platform game, which I think is one of the first I've seen on the system.
Well, what about Christmas Crisis?
Well, I hesitate to call that a game, Mr. Linden. I get the slide whistle no matter what button I press.
So, what's interesting here, I guess, is
Oh, there you go.
for this video, we actually have an official CDI controller.
Yes, no more remotes for us. It's still as baffling to control as the remote, though.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way, but hey.
So
it scrolls, not smoothly, but...
immediately, though, you notice it's very similar to the two Zelda games, Wand and Gamelon, and what was the other one?
I don't remember.
Book of Destiny? Something like that.
Link...
I can't do anything but play that slide whistle. It's like the game is making fun of me.
Is this like, do you play as Dennis the Menace here? Can you go down?
Sure. We can go as far down as the CDI lets us. Oh, in the open door.
I love how you pretend to dislike the CDI when we record, but in reality, you have a sizable library of games.
I blame you for that, because every time we go to a retro convention or anything, you're like, hey, look at this. You got to pick this up. It's like, I don't have like a lot of money, John.
And then you crawl under the table and get through the CDI bucket.
Yes, the fabled CDI bucket. Whoa.
Oh, you did something.
Yes, well, I mean, this
Actually,
game plays itself so far.
This looks terrible, but also it seems like a little bit more of a game than many other titles we've tested.
Yeah, it's high praise for the CDI that you're saying right now, but indeed, I mean, if you look at the animation of the main character, it's not terrible.
So, oh, you jump on him.
It's like Mario.
It's kind of funny though.
Just good.
Wait, he's got overalls. Maybe this was going to be a Lost Mario game.
That's actually interesting because they did announce Mario's Wacky Worlds at some point.
And there is like a beta out there, I believe.
Yeah, very, very unfinished. But in that, I believe there is a pyramid stage of some kind. So, man,
That's true.
I hate this slide whistle button. Listen to this.
Every time. Well, that's the jump sound.
No, because the jump sound. This is jump.
Oh,
This is a slide whistle jump.
I don't get it.
I don't either. Also, there's a crocodile holding a spoon and a fork.
All right, though. Okay. Let me give this some credit though. To be fair to this game, well, back then most of the
It does have cancer, apparently.
Oh, jeez. Most of the systems of this time, Super NES, 16-bit systems, Mega Drive, they used tile maps basically to display the backgrounds, and the hardware specifically accelerates this operation. So you'd have limitations on how many colors per tile you could display. You would basically build a map from these tiles, right?
Right.
And in exchange for that, you could actually scroll the screen at a smooth 60 frames per second, conceivably, as long as you don't exceed your budget there. Whereas here in the CDI, it seems like they're able to just display full screen bitmapped graphics rather than like relying on tiles, which I guess it doesn't support in terms of doing it in an accelerated way. Perhaps I actually don't know for sure, but so like those levels you were just in, you actually have like a full screen of graphics, right?
Right.
It looks like the background on say a PC game.
So this just turned into Captain Novelin for some reason. I'm supposed to buy these nutritional foods, I suppose.
Okay, did you do it?
I bought some chicken and some bread.
All right.
Let's have dinner.
Can you get
I
some
can't leave,
asparagus
though.
too and the artichoke?
Am I supposed to like buy the correct food? I don't know. I bought bacon and a turnover. You're American. What's a turnover?
It's like it's a pastry filled with apple
Oh,
filling, basically,
why isn't it just called apple bread then?
because they turn over the actual pastry dough. I think when they make it, like they flip it in. I don't know. Hey, you got out.
Somehow we just had to buy $50 of food.
So yeah, look here. I mean, this is effectively like a fully painted background, right? This is similar to what you would have seen in like a graphic adventure game of this era on the PC. And you didn't see a lot of fast scrolling in this sort of game on the PC either. To be
No.
fair, not like this.
Oh.
Oh no! You're supposed to feed him?
I have lobster. I'm gonna shoot it into his mouth, or not.
So
Fried egg. This turned into like a horizontal shooter right now.
this is a
Or
very
vertical
weird game. Oh, so okay, so he only wants to eat certain things.
Oh, well,
Is
how
it-
should I know what crocodile wants to eat?
He's a pharaoh dial.
Okay, chicken or drumstick. Do you want to play again?
Look at that text, by the way.
Yeah,
That
it's
black
black
text.
on gray.
I bet if you played this on an earlier LCD with poor black levels, you actually couldn't even read the text. It would just be gray.
Could be. Does he like fish sticks? Ah, damn. Ah. Let's try that turnover that you like so much. No.
So, Hamburg bun.
Whoa.
Wait, what'd you feed
let-
him?
The Hamburg bun.
All right, give him another one.
I'm trying. Oh, I guess he's really into Hamburg buns. I don't have more of them though.
Oh no!
Let's try the mango. Damn. What a glutton.
Are you Raphael over here?
Oh, he likes bread.
Who doesn't?
Man, this is just like being at Richard Libbers' place.
Wait,
just to
do you
throw
want
food at him.
No.
Do you want to play again?
I would say no.
Well, we did feed him.
I mean, they were not lying about this being an adventure.
I'm truly lost. So, I mean, props for the title actually living up to the game.
Is that a door?
Yes,
Okay.
that's how doors usually look like.
It's really hard to tell in this game what's interactive and what's
Yeah,
not.
that's a problem that's kind of common in the animation magic games, is that like foreground and background isn't defined very well. The Zelda
right.
game's the same.
Yeah, it's just a painted background without real consideration for the contrast between fore and background. I mean, you can see a little bit there, like the floor has like more of a light sheen to it, and the and the non-interactive
Look at
background.
this super play. I have to interrupt you here, but
That's pretty.
that was pretty intense.
I
Well,
think this might be the best animation magic game. Well, did they do Hotel Mario?
Oh, that they didn't do Hotel
Okay.
Mario. No.
Did they do animation for it?
That could be. I think they did do that. I got some ammo.
1,000 years without a square meal. I'm hungry. Bring me a square meal.
So a square. Oh no!
So,
You have to go to the vending machine and purchase.
but I just bought like $50 of food. Oh no. Very tempting. Very tempting. But I guess we try again.
Oh, here we go.
So yeah, someone kind of shot up the CDI signal in the sky for us on this game and said it was the rarest CDI game, apparently.
One of them. I mean,
Uh,
I had never heard of it, and it's
I
actually
know.
very hard to find.
I could not find many copies of this. I finally found one that was quite cheap. So that does make me question whether or not it's rare, considering I paid like $5 for it. But yeah, I had never
Well,
heard
it's
of
rare
it.
by CDI standards.
Well, I do actually own the other CDI games that are rare, like Zelda's Adventures and these kinds
The
of things.
Wand of Gamelon.
Yeah, Wand of Gamelon and the
1,000 years
of
without a square meal.
Treachery,
Hungry.
something like that.
Bring me a
Where do
square
they get
meal.
these voice actors?
It's probably their neighbors.
Also, I love how your life is represented as 3 pyramids. Or wait, it just occurred to me.
What? That we're playing the CDI?
No. It's a pyramid, right?
Yes.
And we're looking at healthy foods. It's the food pyramid.
Oh, okay. So this is like Captain Novelin.
It really is.
It's funny how these games that are always funded by the Cancer Association, the diabetes things, makes you feel more sick than actual good games.
Yeah, I mean, they tried, but
Come on.
you can just walk by the enemies, can't you?
It's undecided. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'm not sure if that's a feature or...
This music is banging, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of like this pyramid-y tribal thing.
Was that... Wait, was that Toki?
That does look like Toki. I hope it's not.
I think Toki is better than this game.
Uh,
As a game...
I feel like they both spit in my face.
Oh. Look how concerned that crocodile was before you stepped on his head.
It's very similar to the enemy in Super Mario World, the purple crocodiles or dinosaurs.
It is nice, though, to be able to utilize my PVM stand once in a while to play games.
Yes, this is your PVM stand. That's right. Your PVM is on top of the CDI. It's the only game console strong enough to hold up the power of the PVM here.
Okay, so
I-
what's... Okay. Yeah.
So let's go buy some square foods.
I love the facial expression on your character there.
You seem very impressed by this game. Okay, so technically a
okay.
granola bar is square. I shall buy it. The bread is debatable.
No, so you need your dairy, you need your meat, you need your fruits, your vegetables, you need your grains.
Oh man.
I mean, it's the food pyramid, dude. So you got your get your milk up there, the 2% milk carton. Yeah, there you go. Get some fruit, get some pasta.
I already got an apple.
All right, what's the you
hot dog or eclair.
I
Actually,
mean, that's not part of the food pyramid, is it?
no. Well, my food pyramid. I'll have some cheese, some Swiss cheese.
Okay, go for it.
Anything else?
Did you get your vegetable?
I mean, I have some artichokes.
Okay. Did you
some
get
asparagus.
Did you get your grains?
Let's see.
Just get pasta. Not that it's necessarily qualifies, but you know, you get your bread.
Man, you are just blowing our weekly
your
budget
bread.
on food here.
Get the bread.
Fine.
All right.
But you have
now-
to eat all of it.
Okay. Now,
So now we go back to James Earl Jones and feed him.
okay. Running there at 25 frames per second.
Can you actually count that? Is that the
Yes.
actual frames? Okay. That's pretty impressive. That's actually more impressive than the game itself.
Actually, you know, yeah, I think it is because I think it's running at half refresh. So 50 hertz refresh. It looks like 25 frames per second. It actually might be lower because it is pretty choppy, but I don't play too many 50 hertz games, so it's hard to get a feeling for it
We do play a lot of CDI games, even when I'm not here.
all the time. But mostly just Thunder in Paradise.
So you mentioned the cartridge earlier. You actually have to have that in order to play Thunder in Paradise.
That's right.
Thunder in Paradise gets a pretty bad reputation on this console, but it's actually one of the better games.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
You,
agree.
you never watched that show, though, did you?
Only after the fact.
Yes, I watched it when it was airing.
It was very popular here in Germany, though.
Yes, it's the only place where you can buy the complete show on DVD, which I did. All right.
Oh man.
Well, I'm trying to feed you.
What?
It's so baffling. I can't do anything with this guy. Oh wait,
Okay, what's in the? No.
no.
Okay, continue.
You know, somewhere out there's probably like a Pyramid Adventure expert that's just yelling at the screen watching us play this right
hit the
now.
pyramid.
I tried. It literally does nothing.
He's hungry.
I know. I'm trying to feed him.
Just play your slide whistle some more.
I love when games make fun of me for not knowing what I have to do. Too bad we don't have the manual.
That's right. This was you got the inlay for the CD tray, but not the actual manual.
Yeah, it didn't come with the manual.
It's not even clear if one exists.
Yeah, probably not.
Hungry.
Well,
Maybe you gotta go shoot food at the crocodile. Go defeat the crocodile first, and then come back.
so I have to feed the crocodile before I feed the sphinx.
Yes.
Okay. I can't go in there. I keep forgetting this.
Okay.
So let's go. The character reminds me a little bit of Mighty Max. Did you ever play with Mighty Max?
No.
That was like these minifigures. It came in these very small playsets that could, like, it looked like a head or something like that. You opened it up, and the Mighty Max figures were very tiny. And it had a video game at some point and a cartoon show. I wish I was playing that instead of this.
There's Toki again. If you made it this far in the video already, go ahead and enter in the comments 14M1337 like it's the 90s.
I don't think people will reach this far when they see my name in the title, though, John.
Okay.
Okay, so I can feed him again. And he doesn't tell me what he likes, so I have to guess. But even when we fed him,
He likes grains.
how do
Give
you
him
know
bread.
that?
Give him bread.
Bread. Okay, I have a baguette.
Yeah.
French
start with
bread.
that. Yeah,
Okay, he
see,
likes that. All
It's
right.
pretty much like the mini game boss in Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Bust Loose.
But now it asks me if I want to play again. Is this just a mini game? Like,
Yeah, do you? Oh, I think you're actually getting money from it.
oh,
That's what's happening.
cereal flakes. Okay, so he only likes healthy food.
Okay, that's the message they're trying to get across here.
But this is a cancer game. It's not a diet
doesn't
game.
matter, it's still-
Oh, fine, fine. Why?
Okay,
Who
so
am I
you-
to question?
You earned money. Now you can go back and buy more food.
But I don't want more food.
Just spend all your money on food and then go. Whoa.
Did you see that?
Why is there this mechanical food machine in the pyramid?
Well, I haven't actually been to the pyramid, so
Actually, that's true. Just go down the list and buy one of everything.
Okay, so you want one of everything.
Yep. Yep. Do it all. Yep.
Man, we are spending a lot of money here, John.
Oh, you gotta spend some money to make money.
Starting to understand why your wife doesn't bring you to shopping.
Oh, come on now. You can't buy bread? You have
I
too
can't
much.
buy anymore. I think my bag of food is full.
All right. You can't even check what you have in your bag.
I don't understand this. Can someone that has played this, can they leave a comment saying what I'm supposed to do?
I have a brilliant idea.
Okay.
What if we make this the Pyramid Duo?
The Pyramid Duo? You're gonna do it?
What if we boot up the Panasonic version of the 3DO and we play Pyramid Intruder?
So, this just became an impromptu 3DO versus CDI episode.
So, yeah, we haven't talked about the RetroTink much because we were feeding at 50 hertz, and this is actually going to show off some of the flexibility here while we have this black screen during the loading. The RetroTink, there's different iterations. At first, it was designed for composite and S-video, but there's component-capable ones now, and I'm actually using the RGB SCART one because my setup is primarily wired up through the G-SCART SW, and I would normally feed the output from that to both the PVM and to the OSSC, but again, I decided for this video that we would give this a shot, and so far I'm pretty impressed. It just gives it a trouble-free 720 by 480 image out to the capture card, or 576p, or yeah, I guess 576i, sorry, if you're doing 50 hertz.
Do you think when Mike G sent you all this, he expected you to use it on the CDI and 3DO right away?
No. But what can I say? That's what we're doing. So, to keep with the pyramid theme now, this is Pyramid Intruder. This is actually the Japanese version of the game, which I have the retail disc for.
Right, a Taito game.
It's a Taito game, and this one's interesting because this actually started out on the Mega LD.
Yeah, the Mega Laserdisc.
That's right. It was an add-on card pack, basically, where you could play Mega Drive games on the Pioneer Laser Active system, and they shipped some games on Laserdisc, and this is one of them. So it's basically an FMV shooter.
Yeah, I mean, the games on Laserdisc, I think, is kind of, if people are familiar with it, they think Dragon Slayer, because that was also a Laserdisc game in the arcades.
That's right.
It's kind of interesting, though. The 3DO's library in Japan is very different from the one we got in the US, and I really enjoy collecting Japanese 3DO games.
Yeah, because it was weirdly successful there.
It was, yeah. It had an open license, which allowed it to get a lot more games from smaller publishers.
That's right. So, it's bizarre that this one got ported over, but yeah, let's jump in here. It's so far, I mean, really, it's just an FMV game. The video quality is not quite as good as the Laserdisc version, I will say.
You know, we actually played this on the Mega LD
That's
because
right.
we visited a certain Quang in the
Friend
UK.
of the show.
Friend of the show and wonderful person.
Sobi Tech.
Sobi Tech.
Here we go.
He's making that wonderful Space Harrier-like cat game these days. I'm sure we can put a link in the descriptions to his game. But yeah, look at this.
Yeah, so this is interesting because it's oh, that's kind of nasty looking. But this is a sprite-based game, actually. So you control this sort of ship in third person. Sprite-based enemies come at you. And yeah, I mean, that's basically how it works. The video behind there is ultimately just window dressing.
I guess it's kind of similar to what we would see in Mega Race.
Yeah, Mega Race did that. Microcosm did that.
Rebel Assault.
Rebel Assault did that. It was kind of a normal thing for that era, and I actually think it makes for a better FMV game than some of the others.
When we talk about FMV games, everyone just kind of points out these kind of quick time games that would come out. I think this is a kind of fine example of what you could do with that technology back then, because this looked impressive back in the day.
That's
I
right.
mean, when you saw this, you had never seen anything like that. It's kind of like the Dragon Slayer thing again. Where, yes, it is a QuickTime game, but we had never seen anything like that by 1986.
That's right. There's the pyramid, if I can actually make it there.
So you're intruding pyramids here, but originally you were patrolling them. So I guess something happened between the porting process. It's interesting because some of the enemies here are still FMV based.
That's right.
So I guess they're applying some sort of like hitbox around the screen.
They actually do that, yeah. There's parts where you can collide with the CGI,
Yeah.
which is kind of neat. I mean, I guess it's probably a similar concept to what they did in like Resident Evil, for instance, where you have sort of a nav mesh. I guess they do something like that. Oh,
That was so close to the pyramid, but just not close enough.
it's really hard to even tell what's happening sometimes in this game.
Yeah, the activity in these FMV games can be hard to distinguish. What is your favorite FMV game?
That's actually a difficult question. I have to think about that for a little bit. I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, I thought Fahrenheit was pretty cool.
Fahrenheit is pretty cool, yeah.
I guess, you know, I would say like maybe one of the Tex Murphy games, like Under a
yeah,
Killing
yeah.
Moon, which was actually a combination of 3D and FMV, but still, I thought that was cool.
Right.
So here we go again. Oh boy.
So this is the first time you've been using the RetroTink in general, right?
Yeah. So I'm having issues getting perfect audio right now. I need to fiddle more with that. But that might just be something with my capture setup. Because it should function correctly. But the video quality is pretty good, I'd say. You know, the OSSC, to get the best out of it, requires you to very carefully dial in your settings, which is an excellent thing. But it takes a little extra work. So I kind of feel like for a lot of customers, having something like this actually might be beneficial. Because it does put out a nice image. The only limitation is that it is limited to 480p output, as far as I can tell. And you have to rely on the scaling capabilities of your display from there. But still, it's a good plug-and-play solution for getting nice, accurate output without any additional latency or color issues or anything like that we often see with HDMI adapters.
I've been learning a lot more about this from our friends at My Life in Gaming, because they have that new show, Analog Frontiers. I believe eventually, or maybe already, Mike has appeared in that.
Oh yeah. He's one of many engineers doing excellent work for the retro gaming community, for
Yeah.
sure. So I was really excited to check these out at last, because I've used some of the products before, but haven't spent that much time with them. So it is interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, this looks great. You know, blown up. We're playing this on the PVM, but I can see it over
Yeah,
there in
the
the
capture
capture.
right next to me.
And it looks really good. So, yeah, props to Mike. He's doing great work.
I've never been able to. I always seem to fail here.
Oh, well, yeah. So there's something here.
I feel like there must be something you have to do there. Like,
Maybe defeat them before. I mean,
I'm
I guess
ki-
the video can diverge into different sections.
I'm kind of feeling like that's enough, though.
You had enough of pyramids.
really don't wanna
Do you
do
have
that
any other
again.
pyramid games?
That's a good question. I mean, I have Sphinx and the Cursed something or other for GameCube.
I don't like that name.
We don't need to get that out.
No.
But yeah, I mean, this pyramid themed episode, I think even though Pyramid Intruder is difficult to comprehend, clearly, since I'm not sure how to get into the pyramid there.
Well, I could say the same. I'm not sure how to get into the pyramid and Pyramid Adventures.
So
So
we've
we just
both-
could
we've
not
both
get into
failed.
the pyramids.
Yeah, it didn't go well. So unfortunately, we failed in our mission, but hopefully you guys enjoyed all this pyramid action, because there's so much pyramid going around.
There's probably more pyramid to explore, both in real life and in video games. So maybe one day
It's
we'll
just
do
amazing
part
to,
two.
to think about the amount of hardware we had to hook up to get this working and what we're surrounded with now, and we're just
Yeah, I
playing
know.
these games.
And you know, Pyramid Adventures says episode 1, so there's still a chance we'll get episode 2 one day.
Yeah. We'll see about that. But that's going to do it for now. So thanks for joining me on this adventure of madness.
No problem. Every time you invite me down, I know what's going to happen. So
Yeah, it's
see you
inevitable.
next time, John.
But if you guys enjoyed it, let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. Follow us on Twitter. You know the drill at this point. So yeah, until next time, stay retro.